Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Chess is an e-sport. We are getting ready for the Esports World Cup for chess. It is being hosted, I believe, in Riyadh, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Not just in Saudi Arabia, in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And it is going to be a 16-player rapid tournament for $1.5 million prize pool. It is going to be an incredible event, chess on a scale we have never seen before. But who is going to win? Who is going to perform poorly? And what is this tournament going to look like? Let's talk about it. We're going to preview it now. Let's start off with the players. So 12 players have already qualified, and from July 24th to July 26th, there will be last chance qualifiers to name another 4 players to complete the 16-player field. But that field so far includes the following names: Magnus Carlsen, Hikaru Nakamura, Jan Nepomniachtchi, Maxim Vachier-Lagrave, Jan Christoph Duda, Arjun Erigaisi, Nurtbek Abdusatorov, Vladislav Artemiev, Alireza Firouzja, Vladimir Fedoseev, Fabiano Caruana, and Wei Yi. An incredible field. But wait until you see who's trying to qualify. The players that are trying to qualify have been seeded into 4 last chance brackets, last chance arenas on chess.com. I don't know, maybe on chess.com, might be on the FIDE arena. Hans Niemann, Pragdananda Ramesh Babu, Levan Aronian, Yu Yang, Nihal Sarin. They're all trying to get into this. We will have 4 of them that qualify to complete the 16-player field. It's hard to preview when we don't know which 4, and I'm not sure, I haven't gotten which qualifiers each person's in, so I can't predict the winners, because I could say 4 names or whatever, but they could all end up in the same qualifier, and then there goes that plan. It would be really cool to see Pragdananda. It would obviously be really cool to see Hans Niemann. He came so close in Las Vegas to winning the freestyle event. We have that video for him against Levan Aronian. Levan just was brilliant in that last game. So Hans would be really cool to see. Levan obviously would be really cool to see. He's such a nice guy and seems to be hitting a purple patch of form here in terms of the chess. The world champion, Gukesh, would be nice if he could qualify. I'm not actually sure if he's in the qualifiers. I could check, but then I'd have to look at my phone. I suppose for podcast listeners, it doesn't matter. So if you're listening on podcast, I am now checking on my phone. So last chance qualifiers. I'm just going to give you names. There are 90 plus players competing. So we're just going to give some highlights. Pragdananda Ramesh Babu, Anish Giri, Levan Aronian, Hans Niemann, Vincent Keimer, Vidit Gujarati, Yu Yang, Dmitry Andreikin, Nihal Sarin, Daniel Dubov, and Alexei Sarana. And it's going to be incredible. It really is. The 4 players that qualify, they're going into a stacked field. Let's quickly talk about the format. So we spoke about the last chance qualifiers. 4 players will be added to the field. We will then have the group stage on July 29th and July 30th. So July 28th, which is my mom and my brother's birthday. Wish them happy birthday in the comments down below. That day will be off. And then the group stages will begin. 4 groups of 4 players each compete in a double elimination style bracket. The top 2 players from each group advance to the playoffs. Time control is 10 plus 0. Not 10 plus 1, 10 plus 0. It is a interesting time control. We played a lot on chess.com. I'm sure a lot of people, when you play rapid, that is your preferred rapid time control, 10 plus 0. It's very interesting because there's no increment. So you can play quickly, but it's just enough time that if you play too fast, you can still lose. After that, we will have playoffs, day 1, July 31st, and that will be players are seeded into the playoffs, and they will also compete in the quarterfinals and semifinals of a single elimination knockout. Single elimination. 8 players compete in the single elimination, 2 from each group, and then playoffs day 2 will be the final to decide the Esports World Cup champion. Just maybe a bit of clarification on the groups, that I just figured it out in my head. So what will happen is you'll probably get 2 players facing off against each other. The winners will play each other and the losers will play each other. and then subsequently the loser of the winner's match and the winner of the loser's match will play each other to determine the last playoff spot. So that's kind of how it will work. So double elimination. So one guy wins both his games, he's through, and then one guy has to not lose twice. The moment you lose twice, you're out. That's basically how double elimination works. In case no one knew about that, I suppose. It's chess. We use that elimination style quite a lot. In terms of favorites for the event, it's very boring to say. Magnus Carlsen, when the lights shine the brightest, he always performs. Las Vegas, the first few days, he had a bit of a tough time, but he finished third place. A bad day for Magnus is third place. I don't know what else to tell you. The man is incredible. He is relentless. And this is the type of situation you expect him to dominate. But if he gets a difficult group with the likes of Jan Nepomniachtchi, who is really, really starting to take hold of these shorter time controls, he's obviously a 2 times candidate winner, 2 times FIDE World Championship runner-up. He's now World Blitz co-champion with Magnus Carlsen. He performed very well in the Rapid World Championship late last year. I hate to plug it, but it's on the YouTube channel. There's a whole playlist for that particular event, a wild event that it was. You can never discount someone like Alireza Firouzja and Hikaru Nakamura. They are always going to be kicking about near the tops. Expect them to at least make the playoffs. But there's so many wild cards with this event and with this time control. Fabiano Caruana, we know what he's doing in classical time controls. He's already qualified to the candidates. I'm pretty sure. He's going to qualify about 6 different ways. Classical chess is his thing. But he's getting really, really good in the last few months at these short time controls. 10 plus 0, it's a unique beast. But he could still do it. Arjun Erigaisi, classical chess again, it's a standard. But he's having a phenomenal time. He broke 2800 and he's going to be there and thereabouts. How is he going to perform in the shorter time control? Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, always there. He's played very well. He was one of the few people in the Champions Chess Tour to beat Magnus twice. So it's because it's double elimination. He'd already lost the game. He came up through the loser's bracket, beat Magnus Carlsen to force a grand final reset and beat him again. He's one of the few people, if not the only person to do that. So he's going to be someone to be reckoned with in this type of tournament. Wei Yi. We don't know a lot about Wei Yi. He's starting to play a bit more chess now, but he was just ghosted for 4 years. He's back now. Won Tata Steel 2024, was the Tata Steel champion. Went undefeated this year in Tata Steel. I don't know what he's like in these shorter time controls, to be honest with you. He seemed to have a pretty average World Rapid and Blitz. I didn't see him too much. He was near the top, but he wasn't excelling, shall we say. How's he going to perform? Vladislav Artemiev, he did not qualify for no reason. Champions Chess Tour, which is rapid time controls. Him and Vladimir Fedoseev have performed well. They are qualified top 12 in terms of points. And that's how the top 12 will determine Champions Chess Tour, stuff like that. And the dark horses we mentioned, they're no mugs. It's not, we're just filling up the tournaments. It's not, relegation players, teams that have just got promoted from the championship to go into the Premier League to make sure we got 20 teams. These guys could come in and win and perform well and get to the playoffs. They are unlucky maybe to miss out qualifying direct, and they will be hungry to perform. I hate using that term. These are chess players. Several of them are really well paid. They're all underpaid. If we take into account how popular chess is. But I hate using the term hungry. Just what I'm saying. There's catering. I'm sure Saudi Arabia with lots of money, got to be good catering. But they will be looking to perform. They'll be desperate to perform and to showcase their abilities. It's a stacked field. It's going to be an awesome tournament. I don't know what much more to tell you in terms of a preview. We're going to be covering it here, not on podcast. Sorry for the listeners. It will be on YouTube. I will probably do some shorts with the people who qualify, and then we'll have a look, maybe a broad overview of the groups, and before we get really stuck into the playoffs. Esports World Cup. Chess is an esport. $1.5 million in Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm looking forward to it. It starts tomorrow with the last chance qualifiers, July 29th. It begins proper with the group stages. I'm excited. Are you?